What's up, YouTube? It's at JB Tech Fanatic, and I'm back again with another video. And today I want to talk about the Gear 360 camera. Now, this is the second year that Samsung has put out the Gear 360 camera, so I decided to do a side-by-side, first look, unboxing / comparison. So, this is the 2016 model here. It's a little bit bigger. And here's the 2017 model here. Much, much smaller. Now, a lot can change in a year, but the popularity of VR continues to flourish and grow. So don't be surprised to keep seeing these come out year after year and getting better and better. Having said that, this year, it seems to me that they went more for size than performance. But I'm still starting to test this out, so give me some time to play with it to give you my final thoughts. Samsung rules the pack when it comes to their VR headset, and I believe that is because of the partnership with Oculus. VR, as we know, it's been around, late 70s, early 80s, kind of disappeared for a while. But with the Note 4, Samsung decided to try to bring it back, and they came out with a headset that you can snap your phone into and it would transport you into a VR world. And man, was it cool. Now, pretty much since, they have released a different model of the VR headset with each phone that has come out. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because this camera can utilize the VR headset in addition to taking care of a lot of your photography needs. Let me explain. When you see a 360 camera, this is what you should think. It's a camera. It's a camcorder. It's an action camera. Or it can be used for VR. And when I say that, imagine on Christmas setting up your little pod here in the middle of your room, and then being able to, a year or two later, put on your VR headset and sit right in the middle of the living room and be able to look left and right, be able to see your kids opening their presents, looking at the Christmas tree. That's the experience that these 360 cameras can give you, and they're very cool. Now, last year, the 2016 model, which again is the bigger model, it retailed for $350. It had a hefty price tag. However, when you compared it with some of the really expensive VR cameras, it wasn't too bad, but for the average consumer, I don't believe we were really willing to shell out almost $400 for the camera. So this year they went much smaller and much cheaper. Now the MSRP is $229. Pretty much everywhere I'm seeing it now, it's about $179. So a real quick comparison. In 2016, the aperture was f2.0. In 2017, it's f2.2. But then on the camera sensors, you got two sensors at 15 megapixels, which gives you a combined 30 megapixel. And this year's model is two at 8.4, which gives you a combined 15 megapixels, So you're actually getting less megapixels, but that does not necessarily mean that it's not as good, okay? Now the resolution has dropped to 60 frames per second, 1080p on the single lens, from a 2K resolution at 24 frames per second. So you're getting the higher frame rate in the new camera, but lower resolution. Now the battery size was bigger, of course, in last year's model is a 1350 mAh, and in this year's model it's an 1160 mAh. But again, the size is much smaller. So when deciding what you want, you gotta just ask yourself what you're using it for. Realize that this will record 360 degrees. that little bit of area here on the sides, as you can see, the software will stitch together and give you an immersive 360 environment. And that's where the higher dollar cameras come into play. They do better job at stitching, so on and so forth. Having said that, guys, so far I have loved this camera. You can hold it like this. You could choose to just have one lens working, both lenses working, or you can pick or choose which lens you want to work. Then you could put in your micro SD card. The micro SD card literally goes right in there, and 256 gig I put in there. You have to buy that separately, and then the battery's there. So that's last year's model. Now this year's model, again, the SD card slot's kind of different, but it's a much smaller form factor. It goes right there. But again, it just depends on what you need. Taking these to the beach, maybe you want to go zip lining, bungee jumping, strap this to your helmet, strap it to your chest straps, and you could relive the moment. One thing I liked about last year's is it has this cool little stand. But at the end of the day, guys, it's kind of up to you. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look in comparison. And my recommendation is this. If you could find this camera for 150 bucks, 120 bucks, pick it up. It's a great camera. It's a great VR camera. As soon as you are done recording with your Samsung phone, they have Gear 360 software, and it does all the stitching and everything for you. You literally just open it up. You can have a live view on your phone. You can stitch it right there on your phone. You can transfer your photos or your videos. So my recommendation, guys, is while these are on sale, pick them up. You won't be disappointed. Will there be better out there? Yes. Will they get better year after year? Yes. But if you can get a $350 camera for 150 bucks, I saw it on Groupon the other day for 120, grab it. This one here, if you still have an opportunity to get this for free with the Note 8, or I saw at Sam's Club, they had it for 179 bucks. Pick it up. If you're into filming and you want to get into VR, but you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, this is the perfect gateway for that. You'll be impressed with the quality. You'll be impressed with the lenses. You could buy spare batteries for this one here. Oh, by the way, the new one is USB Type-C, and the 2016 model does come with an activation key for some editing software for your computer. So that's an extra bonus. They both come with carrying cases. Obviously, last year's is much bigger. And this is this year's. It's much smaller. But at this point, guys, I recommend it thoroughly. You'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Once I try these out, I'll give you my final thoughts. Again, guys, thank you for your support. If you have not liked this channel and subscribed, please do so, guys. This is a dream of mine. I am here for you, all things tech. I do not benefit from this at all. I am just doing this to help people enjoy tech. Thank you all for your support, and in the next video, I'll see you then. Peace.